Hey everyone, forward meteorologist Laura Bannon here with Weather for Kids. So I've been working out of the studio the last couple of weeks, so I figured why not show you just a little bit behind the scenes of what we're working with here. And of course, we'll talk about the magic green screen. Whenever I go out to school talks, that's always the biggest talk of the town as far as how it works. Are you really standing in front of a green screen? Oh yeah, and I've got some props to help out. So first, let's start right here. This is one of the camera shots that you guys normally see on our show in the morning, but let me show you exactly what's behind this countertop. So there's a couple things that I'm doing throughout the show to kind of help me determine where we're at. Right here on this monitor, we actually have a rundown. So this helps me determine where we're at in the show. We have times here, so that'll tell me if I have 5 minutes until my hit, how long it is, and I also have a rundown of all the stories before that. Another really important tool is going to be the radar. So right here, when I'm standing, I actually can drive the radar and show exactly what is being projected on air. So right now, I have on the screen, this is showing me the temperatures, but this is literally my view every single morning of Lindsay is swing around. But normally on the right side over here, we have the main anchor desk. That's where Holly and Chris stand. Right here, Lindsay Nance is in the traffic center, but we all have our own little workspace. But every morning, I'm looking directly at the camera and I'm not reading anything. That is straight the graphics that I'm reading off and I'm looking at every single morning. So the camera right there is behind that. And right here, I can do everything that I need to be successful. I'm very short, so here are my blocks. Dan Thomas does not need blocks because he's very tall. Lisa stands on this one, but this is the behind the scenes of what it actually looks like. Short people, we're awesome. Now, here's a look at all the other computers. Yes, I use every single computer that you see right here. So when I come in, I forecast, I usually will sit right here. And for forecasting, it's all through websites now. So that's an amazing improvement from where we were several years ago. But I will pull up these websites and I'll be able to forecast, and I use a sheet right here that helps me determine where we're headed for the next several days. So this is actually our 7-day forecast. This is banked off the previous meteorologist's forecast that they leave for me. So right now it's a little bit different because we have a couple of meteorologists that are working from home, but we are still in constant communication, making sure that everything is accurate and things are looking good from our end. This right here, this is all our graphics. So every morning I'm putting together our graphics, and I call this my weather PowerPoint. So whenever I go into school talks, we talk about the weather PowerPoint, because essentially this right here is my script. So I've got scenes right here that are labeled exactly what's going to pull up. So this one, I have DMA temperatures. I know that all the numbers and information that's going to be pulled up with this screen will show the current temperatures. And so since it's selected, that's what's going to go to air. You see all these unchecked ones? These are all the things that will not be used. So that's why I say it's a PowerPoint. So if I put it in play mode, this is what will show. Temperatures, visibility, that was something that was really important this morning. We had some fog out there, and then a day planner. But these are all things that I'm controlling. I create these graphics every morning. So prep time, a lot of people are surprised by how early in the morning that I get into work. It takes quite a while. I get in at 2 o'clock in the morning. It takes me about 2 hours to get ready, prep, forecast, and get everything done. And then we're on the air from 4 to 7. But graphics are something that I'm constantly working on. You'll also see Lindsay Nance. She'll also be putting together a lot of those forecasts that you see projected on air. Here's another radar. It's really important when it comes to severe weather that you have multiple ways to look exactly what's going on. So it's really helpful to have all of these computers laid out so I can see everything right in front of me. So all these studios and all these weather centers that you see across the country are designed just that way, so you have a good situational awareness as far as what's happening when you're in a severe weather situation. Right here we have another look at the radar, just a static view, but this is live and this is up and running. Here, this computer also, we have this wired just so we have a live camera feed, but it's also really helpful while we're inside, obviously there's no windows in here, it's helpful for us to pull up this information so we can get a better look as far as what's happening. This morning I was looking for areas with fog. And so that was something that I was using this Brentwood camera here. But live cameras, here's what's actually on TV. It's also something really important because you want to know where we're at in the show, and that's something that I'll watch. So that's just a quick little tour of, I call it my weather aquarium, because we get a lot of people that walk by and they like to see what we're doing and watch. I just say we're just little fishes in a fishbowl swimming. I need some caffeine and sleep. Okay, so let's go on to the fun stuff over here. I'm gonna switch the camera. The magic green screen. So literally, I am standing in front of a green screen. Here's my line right here. So I can stand right here, and that's it. Why is this here? Well, because it's lit specifically for this spot. So if I step really, really close, look how close I am. We can't do this, can we?
No.
Nope, we can't. And then if I go way back here, see how bright I look? It doesn't look right. So this right here is going to be my line. But I am literally standing in front of a green screen. So how do I see? Well, Lindsay's been showing you all the monitors around us. So I look at this one right here when I'm talking to you at home in the camera. This is what I'm looking at. I'm reading off these graphics, my weather PowerPoint, and telling you the information on your screen. But that's one view, so that's one way that I can see what's going on. Then on the right side right here, I've got another monitor, so I usually stand right here just because this is the way that Tennessee is positioned and how we have our maps laid out. But right there, that's how I can see what's going on. And then also, on this monitor right here, we have another view. So that's how I can see what's going on, but when I'm doing my job, I am literally right in front of a green screen. So, my favorite email that we'll get is, why aren't you wearing green? Or wait, you can wear green now because you're working from home. So I pulled out a couple of things to show you what happens when we wear the color green. Obviously I don't own anything green, so we had to find this, but here's what happens. I disappear. So what we have programmed these computers to see that if you see the color green, you're gonna put the map right on top of it. So what happens is it becomes the map or whatever is on the screen. But yes, if I wear the color green, I will literally just be a floating head with the map part of me. I can't imagine how silly it looks on your end right now because I'm looking at the TV thinking, what? So there's certain things when it comes to the shade of green. So obviously this is not the exact color, but there's different shades of green that just do not work well. So we have literally trained the camera anytime it sees the color green for it to become the map. So this is actually Chris Miller's tie. I don't own this tie, but thank you, Chris, for letting me borrow this. But if you look forward right here, notice how the tie becomes the temperature. Crazy, right? And then same deal here. The color green, it's amazing.
Hello.
A lot of you at home, so there's Lindsay. But that's how we see everything that's going on. I mean, if you go in my closet, you go in Lisa Spencer's closet, you go in Melanie Layden's closet, none of this. St. Patrick's Day is tough for us. So we had to dig around for this actually. But I just wanted to give you guys a little behind the scenes look of the things that we do in TV. So it's always an evolving thing. Way back when, the green screen, it used to actually be blue. Now it's green. This is the color that works best, but for a meteorologist, it's not a friendly color. So hopefully you guys got a little something out of this. If you have any questions, you can find me on social media. I'd be happy to answer them. In the meantime, happy Wednesday.